Hey guys, it's Shayla here. May was such a busy month for me because earlier in the month I was doing my finals, finished my first year of college, which is like really weird to say because I feel like, first of all, I feel like I just graduated high school, which technically today marks 1 year that I graduated high school, and also like, I don't know, it's so weird. It's so weird to know that like I'm now a college sophomore, but I still feel like I'm a 12-year-old anyway. I'm in this weird phase where like, even though I'm 19, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so old, but like at the same time, like I'm not actually old, I'm actually really young, but I'm like all over the place. I'm so sorry. So first of all, I just want to say that this video is going to be a May book haul. I've been watching like book hauls on YouTube for a couple weeks now because I really wanted to do it, and I just realized today that today is June 1st, and I I don't know what I was doing throughout May. Well, I was kind of busy throughout May, and I kind of lost track of time. So today I was like, oh yeah, I have to do like my May book haul, and then I realized it was June 1st. So my bad. But I've been watching a whole bunch of book hauls on YouTube for like a month now, and I don't know, BookTube is kind of intense. It's a very intense realm of YouTube. Booktubers know what they're doing. They have this impressive bookshelf of like color-coded books. There's like thousands of them, and I'm like, wow, like I really wish I had that, but I don't. Like I have a bookshelf, but like I had that since I was an 8-year-old, and it's a mixture of books that I read from like elementary school all the way up to like now, so it's not very remarkable. Today I decided to do a book haul because I wanted to go back into reading. Like I used to read like a lot. I took a creative writing class in both my senior year of high school and this past spring semester. I remember my senior year creative writing teacher, she was like, you can't write a novel without reading a book. And for some reason I was like mind blown, but like at the same time it made absolute sense. And like I've always written stories and everything. I've never finished them, which is like a really bad habit of mine, but I've always written stories and everything, and I started to realize that when you stop reading for a long period of time and you start to like writing a story, it feels so foreign because it's almost like you have to read to get encouraged and to like have more of an imagination to what you want to write in your own story. My creative writing teacher for my spring semester in college, she was like, so what are you going to be reading? And I was like, I have no idea. So I decided to like order like a whole bunch of books, and my plan is that I'm going to finish all of them by either July, August. I have a lot of them sitting right here. I'm padding them right now. So this is going to be a book haul, and I hope you enjoy it. Half of these books are actually from 2015, but I bought them like recently, and then the other half of these books are actually recent books, so I'm gonna start with the recent books first. So the first book that I got was Emergency Contact by Mary H.K. Chow. So this book is about a girl named Penny, and then she meets this guy named Sam, and like they both become each other's like emergency contacts, and then they start texting each other, and they end up like weirdly falling in love without all like the awkward moments and everything. So like their romance is basically text based, but I got this because it reminds me of myself, because I fear relationships only because everything is so awkward. So like I can only imagine what it would be like to just like have like a text based relationship first, because meeting people face to face, and I'm like socially awkward, so I'm so bad at it. This book spoke to me on a spiritual level. And the second book that I got was The Hate You Give. I've heard about this book since last year. I think it actually was released last year. I know the writer, Angie Thomas, she was inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement, and the story is basically about this 16-year-old girl who grows up in a poor black neighborhood, and her best friend Khalil is killed, right, by a police officer. I said before, it's basically about Black Lives Matter and how like the world around them changes for her. So anyway, I'm like super excited to read this book because I'm all about Black Lives Matter. And also this book is becoming a movie, and I know the main character is going to be played by Yahara Shahidi, and I think that movie is supposed to be coming out either this year or next year, but I'm really excited to read this. The third book that I got was critically acclaimed. I've like heard about it from the past like 2 months that it's been out, and it is The Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi, and I know the author is Nigerian American, so basically she put her own cultural folklore in this as well, and I thought that was so cool. So the plot of the novel is about this girl named Zelly who has powers, and everybody who's a divine person has white hair. Magic is banished, it's eradicated. Everybody who was a diviner was killed off by the king, and she is on a quest to bring magic back to the African kingdom. And I thought this was so cool. I know Tomi Adeyemi, the author herself, is like 24 years old, and she already like got herself like a 7-figure movie deal from this first book, and I thought that was so cool because like I'm trying to finish writing my novel. I actually have a goal set that I'm going to write 30 pages a day, and I'm pretty sure I'm only going to end up writing 5. But hopefully I'm going to finish writing my novel, send out my manuscript to somebody, and this encourages me to like finish like writing my novel, because the fact that she's like 24 years old and she's already so successful with one book, that is so mind-blowing. I actually started reading, I'm on like page 36 of this, and I'm already in love with it. These last 3 that I have right here next to me were actually from 2015, but I just recently bought them. These 2 books go together because they're both in the same series. So this is Rouge Wave, is Dark Tides, and this is a mermaid novel that I actually like read. I read the first book of this mermaid series probably 3 years ago. I cannot remember, but like I have the first book, and I actually saw this on sale for $5 each, and I was like, well, let me just pick them up. These series are written by Jennifer Donnelly, and basically it is about 7 different mermaids, if I can remember correctly. It's about 7 different mermaids from 7 different parts of the world, and they are on you know what? I'm trying to like describe this series, and like it's been such a long time, but I can remember correctly. It was like 7 different mermaids from like 7 different places in the world, and I think they're being attacked by this evil kingdom, underwater kingdom, and they have to go find like different talismans to like save like all like the fresh waters and the ocean waters and all those, like, because there's freshwater mermaids and then there's like saltwater mermaids, and they had to like save everybody, like all the waters, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. It's been a while. It's been like what, maybe 4 or 5 years, but I'm actually really excited to read these. I actually really love mermaids. The last book that I got, I've been waiting to get this for like 3 years. It is Winter. This is the last book of the Lunar Chronicles, and I love that series so much. I started reading the first book in the series back when I was in the 8th grade. And I remember this was published back in 2015, but it was in hardcover, and I was waiting for it so long to go on paperback. But I decided to just give up and just buy it hardcover, and I'm so excited to like finish this series. I love the Lunar Chronicles. I love Marissa Mayer. I'm really excited to read this. So that concludes the book haul. I'm sorry, I'm really crappy when it comes to like explaining books. Like, I'm so bad at it, but I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna try to aim to film very constantly this summer, very constantly. I know I'm going on vacation soon, so I might film something before that. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Comment down below what book you're gonna be reading this summer, or what book you're planning on reading this summer. Also comment down video suggestions, videos that I should do, because honestly there are days where like I don't even feel creative. I'm just kind of like, I don't even know what video I'm supposed to be doing today. Comment, subscribe, and like this video, and I will see you next time in my next video. Bye!